everyone, welcome back to the channel. Being a Fine Figure, G Topo here. Today we are gonna be unboxing the Mattel Elite Collection Zeus from the Mr. Perfect Build-A-Figure, 1982 to be exact. This figure, as you know, we had a release of Zeus and Rip from the No Holds Barred movie several months ago, which was a fan channel exclusive. But of course, like they always do, they went out and they went ahead and they released this solo figure on their own. So without further ado, we are gonna be unboxing Zeus, and I will get him out of the packaging and I will be right back. All right, now that we have Zeus out of the packaging, again, this is part of the Mr. Perfect 1992 Build-A-Figure, and it does come with his torso. Nice looking torso there with the Mr. Perfect on the back from when he was a ring announcer, or also when he was Ric Flair's manager with Bobby Heenan when they broke into the Federation during that period. It does come with accessories. It does come with an extra set of hands, the grip hands, and the fisted hands that are on him. Drop that one down, pick that up. And of course, it does come with his shoulder pad type outfit there, where I think it's pretty cool. Now, most of you don't know, but those who do know, of course, this is the actor Tiny Tom Lister, who's well-known, hundreds of films, credits to his name. He is better known as Debo from the Friday movies, and also he played the president on the Fifth Element movie with Bruce Willis back in the day. So very entertaining actor, especially as Debo. If you haven't seen the Friday movies, go out and check them out. The first one, not too fond of the sequels to it, but the first one, it's a classic, always be a classic. I can watch that 1,000 times. Now on to Zeus itself. Again, this is the second, I believe, or so that I can remember rendition of them. I know they did an Ultimate with the No Holds Barred movie, along with Hulk Hogan's Rip, exclusive to Mattel. I kind of missed out on that. I was in line, and when I was paying, all of a sudden they all sold out, so I missed out on that. So I knew eventually, sooner or later, they would make it, individually. So now I'm just hoping that they do make another version of Rip. I don't care if it's a basic or whatever. It's just add another collection to my Hulk Hogan collection. So now the figure itself, I kind of think he's kind of small. Actually, let's take this shoulder pad thing off quickly and look at the pad itself. Nicely detailed there on the shoulder pads. The metal battle worn, which nice touch to it on the zipper all around. Yeah, nice little piece. Now back to the figure. The figure itself, I think it's pretty small because Zeus was a very imposing figure, a very big guy. I think the 6'5" or so. When he was in the ring, he actually towered Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan's 6'7", but he always was big. They gave him this average small body, and I'll be comparing him to some other giants and see how he is as far as height, and also with another Hulk Hogan to see. But man, I wish they would have just a tiny bit taller, scaled him up just a little bit more. It would have been perfect. Now the figure itself, they had sculpt. They're down to the cross-eye. The little Zeus and the haircut, which is his signature. I remember at one point, I know he did the SummerSlam, and I forgot what other event he did, but he wrestled a lot in Puerto Rico down in WWC for the World Wrestling Council down there for Carlos Colon. So he also did a tour down there, and they brought him in also as one of the bad guys to take care of the good guys down there, and he was part of a pretty immense storyline. So just like WWF, his jealousy for Hulk Hogan in the film, he believed he was a star. Next thing you know, Macho Man brings him in. They had that match. It wasn't the greatest match, but it was very entertaining. I remember during the build-up, he twisted Hulk Hogan's neck, put him out of commission for a while. It was entertaining. He was a great actor, and he did his part. You could tell he was very green, but he did his part. But the figure itself, they did a good job. They captured his likeness. Can't complain. Again, the body, I think it's a little too small, but other than that, everything. I wish the letters were a little bit more visible, but That's actually pretty good, man. And they should have done a race section here because his boots were the steel on the steel toe boots were pretty big, pretty noticeable. They should have done like a little cap or something over it, you know, make it more a little bit more realistic. But I get it. This is just, you know, basically a basic with interchangeable hands. So, but other than that, you know, simple figure, quick unboxing. The articulation, you know, it's all the same. I mean, he has pretty good articulation, so you'll have some fun posting this up, and especially you guys out there with rings and photo photography who are better than what I can do. I'm sure you this will work. It's a nice figure, another addition to my wrestling part of my collection. So yeah, there it is, man. I think this is actually, he looks a lot better with the suit on, because it gives you that it actually looks bigger with the thing. So let's put him up next to some of the other giants and Hulk Hogan and see how he scales against them. Here he is next to the WrestleMania 9 Ultimate Edition. I think it was an Amazon exclusive Hulk Hogan. As you can see, they're about the same size. Hulk Hogan, maybe because it's the, yeah, he's just a tad taller than Hulk Hogan. For somebody labeled 6'5", and Hogan's supposed to be 6'7". I mean, the scales are a little bit off, but I like the fact that he's actually bigger. So, you know, it makes more sense. He was a bigger guy. So let's see who else. And here he is, of course, next to the giant of all giants, Andre the Giant himself, and big sexy Kevin Nash from the Outsider NWO Legends Elite Target exclusive. So as you can see, very simple, very quick, great figure, you know, a good novelty. I call these novelty figures because, you know, they weren't around for a long time. It was, you know, gimmick back then. You know, and it was entertaining. You know, I enjoyed the storyline. It wasn't bad, especially when they did the cage match. That was pretty good. So, so there you have it, guys. Thank you as always for supporting the channel. If you have come this far, please hit the subscribe and like. Put in your comments. Tell me what you think of the Zeus figure. And as always, take care of each other. Continue to be a fine figure, and I will see you later.